Hey, what's up guys, I'm Alphaexgames and welcome to a behind the scenes video. Today I just wanted to take a few minutes to talk about the last Professor Alpha episode, which is also the series finale, the Shonen Jump crossover games. It was a really big personal project. I probably put more time into this than I had in basically any other creative project I've had, or at least uploaded on YouTube, meaning all the Dragon Ball Alpha episodes, definitely more than all my other videos. It was something. As a matter of fact, for comparison's sake, here's the editing timeline for Dragon Ball Alpha Episode 4, and here's the timeline for the Professor Alpha episode. Yeah, that's a lot of shit. I had two goals going into the episode. I wanted to be able to close out all the overarching plot lines that I introduced over the, 12 episodes of Professor Alpha I had, and I also wanted to make it so good to the point where I can't top it, or at least I can't top it right now. In terms of the production side of things, I tried out a bunch of new stuff. I created my version of a Bandai Namco basement set, which I used a bunch of green screen stuff for and compositing. It actually came out a lot better than I thought it would, and I'm really proud about that. I also made a miniature Bandai Namco building out of a cardboard box and copy paper. It was only like in maybe one scene, but I just thought it was really cool, and I should have showed it off more. Another thing that I really tried to put more emphasis on in this episode in particular are the shots and the camera angles I used. In the past episodes, you would maybe just get like a medium shot of me and then close-ups every so often, but here, I went through it all. I got over-the-shoulder shots, I got high-angle shots, got close-ups, medium shots, full shots, everything. It was a really fun way for me to get more camera practice and also apply more of the stuff I learned in college. Shot continuity is also something I considered here for like the first time ever. So I shot this over the course of 4 months, and my hair grows really fast. So that's why you see in majority of the scenes with Professor Alpha, I'm wearing a ponytail. So that way I can kind of conceal my hair growth more to give you guys the illusion that all this is happening and taking place over the course of a few days. Where in reality, this is actually taking me like a few months to shoot in real time. In certain scenes, I played around with color grading a lot. Like, for example, you would have scenes where Alpha Black is by himself and majority of the room would be red. Whereas in the basement Professor Alpha was in for like the first half of the episode, a lot of things in there were blue. You know, I thought it'd be like a cool little subtle contrast between the two characters. I guess now I can talk about some of my favorite scenes in the episode. The first one that comes to mind is when Professor Alpha is in the basement trying to build his contraption to escape, which turns out not really working too well for him. I love this sequence so much because I just remember having so much fun recording for it and getting certain cutaway shots and stuff. And for any fans of Bully out there, I actually used a track from the OST, which I think only a single person noticed. Another part of the episode that I'm really proud of is the fight scene between Professor Alpha and Dokkan battle. Now, when I was planning this out, I had no clue on how I was going to do it. I went on a few sites trying to find cheap cell phone costumes. Turns out a lot of them are really fucking expensive. And I wanted something that I can, that won't cost me an arm and a leg and something that I won't mind just using once. And I found something. It was like a iPhone-ish looking costume for like $60, I think on Amazon maybe. And so I got that, ordered it, and it came in a few days. For the fight itself, it was kinda tricky. I never had to plan out a fight scene and then perform it myself on camera. Like, the only experience I ever had with stuff like that is in Dragon Ball Alpha, but with that, you can use the gameplay or animate that shit. Here, you have to plan it out and do it in front of the camera. Now, I'm not a professional stunt coordinator or anything like that, so I had to make it kinda look good, but also make sure that I wasn't hurting myself. But naturally, I still hurt myself. I twisted my ankle in the take. I got punched in a shot I couldn't even use.
4, 3, 2. Had to hit me in the jaw.
And just a mirage of other little things that happened. On top of that, it was so fucking hot in my room. I had 2 bright lights around me and I was wearing that hot ass lab coat for so many takes. It was torture, but it all came out pretty good. I would love to do more stuff like this in the future, but hopefully then I'll have a crew of people to help me instead of just doing it by myself. In the final portion of the fight where I have all the games dropped on me, That was such a bitch and a half to do. Oh my god. So I had to go and make sure that my camera was high enough in order to capture majority of my body, in the frame itself. Then I had to take down all the games from my shelf and pull them all around me and put some on top of my face. And I had to make sure that my secondary camera, which I had on the ground, was recording as well. It was a lot of stuff to keep track of, and I'm glad I was able to do it in like 2 takes. For the part where I had the games coming out of the sky, I just recorded myself dropping a bunch of games on green screen and used that and reversed part of the shot. And it could have came out a bit better, but I liked it enough. And finally, for my favorite scene in the entire 30-minute episode, it's when Professor Alpha basically, reaches the end of his arc and he realizes that, hey, I gotta keep doing this. I owe it to myself and others to keep them safe from Bandai Namco. And, all types of main character shit. I just really like how I had, like, a clip of episode 1 and of me standing in the same spot as I did in the episode. It was really surreal editing this because it made me realize that, yeah, I have been playing this character since I was 14 years old. To put that into perspective, I'm 20 now. I've gone through high school and college, and now I'm an adult. So it's been a long ride, guys. I had so much fun making these episodes, and I hope you guys had just as much fun watching them. I don't see myself bringing the series back anytime soon. The only way I would do that is if I have an actual production studio where I can film at and a crew of people. That way I can make the episodes even better. But until that happens, I think this is a good stopping point. So yeah, guys, in the comment section down below, let me know what your favorite part of the episode was, and your favorite episode of Professor Alpha in general. I appreciate everyone who stuck around for this little, commentary video, and happy holidays. I'll see you guys later.